I'm gonna go with my boy Shakur. I just think you just keep the distance, keep it clean, fight when he needs to, box when he needs to. But I do like Lopez. He's very athletic. He knows how to box, and I think when he's an occasion like this, he does rise to it. But I just think Shakur's been around the world as an amateur as well as a pro. I think he's more of a seasoned fighter.
Pros across boxing are split down the middle, arguing late into the night over whether Teofimo Lopez represents the kind of puzzle Shakur Stevenson has never truly had to solve, or whether Stevenson is exactly the sort of stylistic nightmare that exposes Lopez's biggest flaws.
Tim Bradley said that he feels like Shakur Stevenson can hurt you. Not necessarily with power, but by frustrating you, controlling the distance, nullifying your offense, just making you look bad. He said that he feels like Shakur has superior boxing IQ compared to you.
That's cool. That's his opinion. That's cool. Everybody has an opinion, like an apple. You know? So
I swear I wish I could be like you. I swear I wish I could be like you too.
What's that?
Just be like, they say whatever, it's fine. I'd be like, say what?
He also said don't run from Shakur.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I put on boxing shoes, not track shoes. So yeah, I'm excited for it all, man.
The debate has turned a single fight into one of the most talked about matchups heading into early 2026, and it explains why their collision at Madison Square Garden has become far more than just another title defense. At the center of it all is Lopez, a fighter who rarely fits neatly into expectations. He has built a career on contradiction, explosive but inconsistent, brilliant on big nights yet frustrating when favored. Inside the ring, his athletic gifts are obvious, the kind that jump off the screen. Outside of it, his behavior often keeps attention fixed on him, whether he wants it or not. Time and again, he has shown that doubt fuels him. When belief around him dips, his performances tend to rise. That familiar pattern has returned as Lopez prepares to defend his WBO super lightweight title against Stevenson on January 31st. Despite being the champion, Lopez once again finds himself treated as the man with more questions than answers. Stevenson enters as the betting favorite, widely viewed as the cleaner, safer choice thanks to his defensive brilliance and sharp counterpunching.
Is Teofimo Lopez Shakur Stevenson. Damn it. First of all, Teofimo Lopez, you an attention whore. You always trying to get yourself and infuse yourself in something like you somebody. Bro, you ain't got in the ring and fought nobody, and it's been a minute. Okay, you fought Barboza. Congratulations, you fought and beat Barboza. Yeah, but you had so much smoke, you ducked. Yeah, what happened to the Haney fight? Yeah, the Haney fight would have been probably better suited for you if you fought Haney, but now you finna fight another GOAT of another generation of this generation. That's gonna be a problem, my big dog. I'm letting you know, and your fans know too. That's gonna be a problem because Teofimo Lopez, you're not beating Shakur Stevenson. You're not. No. I know your habits. He knows your habits. He sees already how to beat you. He knows already how to beat you.
Stevenson's reputation is built on control. Many see him as the most technically sound defensive fighter in the sport today, someone who makes opponents miss by inches and then makes them pay just enough to win rounds without unnecessary risk. That style has frustrated pressure fighters and slick movers alike. For Lopez, it raises alarms because history shows he has struggled with fighters who refuse to stand in front of him. Past bouts have provided clues. Jermaine Ortiz managed to disrupt Lopez with constant movement and quick exits, forcing him to reset again and again. Sandor Martin offered similar resistance, using angles and patience to dull Lopez's offense. Neither man possessed Stevenson's overall skill set, which is why many observers believe the challenge this time could be even steeper.
You know, Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. Who do you think wins that fight?
Oh yeah, that's a hell of a fight. I'm gonna go with Shakur. I think Shakur, I don't know. He just gonna win. I just know Shakur gonna win. He gonna, yeah. Because I feel like Jermaine Ortiz gave Teo some problems, right? With their angles and stuff like that. And Shakur defense is a next level from compared to Jermaine Ortiz. So I feel like
The prevailing belief is that Stevenson can stay just out of danger, rack up points, and walk away with a decision that shifts the balance of power at 140 pounds. Sportsbooks reflect that confidence, placing Stevenson as a clear favorite. On paper, it makes sense. Yet Lopez's career has repeatedly ignored paper logic. When Lopez stepped up to challenge Vasily Lomachenko in 2020, most expected him to be outclassed. Lomachenko was seen as too quick, too experienced, too sharp. Instead, Lopez surprised everyone by setting a fast tempo early and then emptying the tank sank late, unleashing nearly 100 punches in the final round to seal a decision that reshaped his career. That night established his reputation as someone who rises when the stakes feel overwhelming.
Let's bet 10K on it.
Bet.
Great.
Bet.
Will, who you think's gonna win?
Who is this?
Tio and Shakur. They're fighting next month at Barclays. I'm be there. You'll be there?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I get to see your live reaction when I take your money.
Little bro walking away with that. You gonna see.
Nah, Shakur is not to be, but Tio's good.
Tio's good for what he do, but he's been washed.
Nah, come on.
He's getting washed.
A similar story unfolded 3 years later against Josh Taylor. Lopez entered as an underdog once again, this time facing a champion known for physicality and pressure. Fighting at Madison Square Garden's theater, Lopez met Taylor head-on, using speed and explosiveness to take control and win convincingly. The buildup was chaotic, filled with distractions and tension, but that chaos seemed to sharpen his focus rather than blur it. Despite those signature victories, Lopez's standing among boxing's elite remains complicated. He has yet to secure a place on the ring's pound-for-pound list, largely because his performances swing so wildly from fight to fight. On his best nights, he looks untouchable. On others, he appears disinterested or flat. His most recent outing offered encouragement. Against Arnold Barboza Jr., Lopez delivered a wide decision win in Times Square, showing composure and control throughout. That result silenced some critics, especially since Barboza had been labeled a potential upset threat during the build-up. Still, memories linger of less convincing wins, including a dull 12-round effort against Steve Claggett, a fighter many believed Lopez should have dominated.
It's a very special fight. It's the type of matchups we always are acting for. When it comes to explosiveness, I would have to go with Tio. When it comes to actual rapid speed, I would have to go with Tio. But when it comes to body punching, when it comes to good timing, when it comes to craft, I would have to give all of that to Shakur Stevenson.
His specialty is his counterpunching. Listen, if Stevenson wants to be on his stick and move game, very difficult style matchup for Teofimo, and maybe not that entertaining to the fans.
Because Stevenson's longer.
Exactly.
Stevenson's defense is probably the best in the game, and he's longer.
Great reflexes and timing, and so does Teo. That's why he's a great counterpuncher. But Teo's, he's a very special athlete.
You asked about Teo. I actually think this fight is about Teofimo more than it is about Shakur Stevenson. And the reason I say that is, it's what Doug said. When Teofimo Lopez rises to the occasion, he looks like a guy that can't be beat sometimes. And I say it's really about Teo here because Shakur, like you said, he's the favorite, 3.5 to 1 favorite right now. He's the one moving up in weight. And if you look at it stylistically, Shakur, right, he's the better boxer. We've seen Teo have problems with, fast and fleet boxers like Sandor Martin and Jermaine Ortiz. But then you think about sometimes when Teo rises to the occasion, but everyone was picking Josh Taylor that you spoke to in boxing. Yeah. And we saw what Teo did to Josh Taylor. We saw what Teo did to Lomachenko. And one of the things that I think that gets lost in that fight against Lomachenko is Teo threw more than 100 punches in the final round to make sure he won that fight.
Opinions from boxing legends and insiders only deepen the intrigue. Roy Jones Jr. believes Lopez cannot afford to play it safe. In his view, standing on the outside would invite disaster, as Stevenson's precision and timing would slowly dismantle him. Jones sees risk as Lopez's only real path, arguing that he must be willing to absorb punishment to land his own.
Stylistically, man, how does Shakur beat Teo, and vice versa? Stylistically, how does Teo beat Shakur?
Stylistically, Teo got to go in and go for broke. He got to go gamble. He got to take some, get some, and that's his only way to win. If he stays outside of boxes, Shakur gonna pick him apart. Shakur's a polished boxer with some of the best feet in the game right now, and he's a defensive-minded fighter, which is very smart. It's hard to hit him. He makes you gamble to hit him, and he's gonna be a tough one to deal with. But if Teofimo is willing to gamble to beat him, then Teofimo can definitely make it a very good.
Others echo that sentiment, suggesting that aggression will dictate whether the fight sparks or stalls. Abel Sanchez, known for shaping relentless pressure fighters, thinks the burden falls on Lopez to push the action. If both men wait, the fight could drift. Sanchez, however, senses balance, predicting a contest filled with strong rounds on both sides that could leave judges split down the middle.
Shakur's a great talent, and Teofimo looked great in his last fight. Of course, he didn't have Shakur in front of him, but I think that for Shakur, he has to keep the fight at his distance. If he does that, I think it's a win for him. Teofimo, he's more, he wants to draw you in, he wants to counter punch. He's gonna have to be a different guy this time. He's gonna have to attack. He's gonna have to be leading the fight, or else it's gonna be a boring fight. I don't think it'll be a boring fight, but if he sits back and waits for Shakur's going to wait for him, then it's not going to be exciting. But I think Teofimo will attack. I think Teofimo has to attack. I think Teofimo has to do what Zepeda did, except for Teofimo's a lot more talented than Zepeda was. So I think that, I honestly, I see a draw. I don't know why I see a draw, but I just see them both having great rounds and giving us the kind of fight that I think the public is looking for.
Not everyone expects such parity. Amir Khan leans toward Lopez, citing first-hand experience with his power and versatility. Khan sees Lopez as a fighter who can raise his intensity when necessary, and believes Stevenson has yet to prove himself against someone with Lopez's combination of speed and strength. The move up in weight only adds uncertainty for Stevenson, who must show that his skills translate seamlessly against naturally bigger opposition.
The fight between Stevenson and Lopez, what a fight.
Who wins that?
Lopez. You think Stevenson? Lopez is a very good fighter, bro. I've trained with him, I've had him on the pod, he bangs hard. He's a good all-round boxer, slick. A lot of people don't give him the credit for how good of a boxer he is. Look, he's the type of guy I know about Lopez is that when he has to turn it up, he turns it up. And I think with someone like Shakur, he will have to turn it up big time. And obviously Shakur, we've not really seen him in the deep end. Look at Lopez, he's fought the likes of Lomachenko. He's beaten some great names on the way, man.
Predictions swing the other way as well. Zab Judah envisions Stevenson overwhelming Lopez with skill and pace, suggesting that Lopez has never faced quite this level of defensive sophistication. Judah still expects intensity, confident that neither fighter will shy away from engagement, but he foresees Stevenson imposing his will over the course of the fight.
You got Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. What a fight, huh?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
Shakur and Teofimo?
Yeah, what do you like about it?
It's two dog fighters. You got two dog fighters that's coming in there to solidify themselves as the game changer. Teo's not gonna lay down. Shakur is not gonna lay down. It's gonna be skill versus skill. Teo's a very talented, skillful fighter. Shakur is a very extremely talented, skillful fighter. And yes, we're gonna see a hell of a great chess match that night.
Yeah, I believe so. Now, I think in your earlier predictions, you felt like Shakur will be stopping Teo? Am I right?
Annihilation, decapitation. Is that what you're talking about? You going back to my comments? Yeah. I feel like Teo's a very dominant force, but I just think that the skills of Shakur Stevens is gonna overwhelm Teo. It's gonna overwhelm. Yeah.
Claressa Shields also sides with Stevenson, pointing to his intelligence and adaptability. She views him as a fighter who stays several steps ahead, capable of adjusting mid-fight and capitalizing on even brief lapses. While acknowledging Lopez's athleticism and experience, Shields warns that underestimating Stevenson's power and timing could prove costly.
My thoughts is that's going to be a very competitive fight. I think that Teo is very athletic, he's very experienced, but Shakur is the man. Shakur is hard to beat, he's skilled, Shakur is skilled. Shakur, man, the dude got power. He can fight any style. He's a thinker. He's 5 steps ahead of you. Whatever you think you're going to do, Shakur 5 steps ahead of you. So I look forward to seeing this fight. I think it's going to be good, but I feel like Shakur is going to come out on top. He's going to win. And hopefully Teo don't have his hands down and he get caught slipping because Shakur has been showing some power.
Is this like a Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns type of fight? This is this era's Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns?
We got two slick fighters. No.
It's not that way.
No, it's like a, I don't know. If you want to say like a Pernell Whitaker versus a Sugar Ray Leonard type of deal. Like that's how I look at like. Yeah, both athletic, both sharp, both really good on their defense, both just very explosive. Like it's one of them fights. Like you talking about Marvin Hagler, he used to come and get you. Like Shakur can do that. Now you don't know what he's gonna do for this fight. You don't know, but I know he's gonna do whatever he gotta do to win.
Even among current fighters, opinions vary. Ryan Garcia believes the matchup favors Stevenson, arguing that Lopez prefers opponents who come forward and offer countering opportunities. Against someone who demands pursuit, Lopez may struggle to maintain pressure. Garcia questions whether Lopez can sustain the aggression required to trap a mover like Stevenson over 12 rounds.
I got Shakur Stevenson beat him.
You got Shakur? You don't think Teo's gonna win?
Nah, bro. Nah.
Damn, bro, I'm not gonna lie.
I got
crazy.
Teo too, bro. You guys got Teo? How much you guys want to bet, bro?
I got Teo.
How much you guys want to bet? Anytime.
Bet, bro. I don't got money compared to you.
Nah, I'll bet in your tax bracket, bro.
100. Let's do 100.
I'll bet 100, bro. Let's
bet 100.
Yeah, let's do 100.
I'll bet 500 on Tio. And what form of style you think Shakur would beat Tio?
Boxing him like he always does, bro.
You think it's going to decision?
Tio down? Nah. Tio's, they're gonna be playing chess for a little bit, and then Shakur's gonna break away by like the 4th, 5th, 6th, and then it's gonna get ugly by like the 9th, 10th. I think Shakur gonna start picking them apart nasty.
I don't see that happening. I see Shakur on his pedal bike all night.
Nah, bro. What? Teofimo don't even put pressure like that. How can he be on a pedal bike if he don't put no pressure, real pressure like that?
But Tio could crack a little bit.
Yeah, he could crack, but he's not a pressure fighter.
They both got tough-ass defense, though.
Yeah, Shakur just has to watch for a single shot here, single shot there. He's not going to worry about volume, coming forward, hard-hitting guys. He's going to be watching for 1, 2 shots at a time. Teofimo just doesn't put pressure like that for Shakur to even run, you know? You know, that's just what it is. Unless he changes up his whole game plan and his whole fighting style.
On the opposite side, Oshaki Foster, who has shared rounds with Stevenson in sparring, sees danger for the challenger. Foster believes Stevenson thrives when he feels like the superior athlete. Problems arise. In Lopez, Foster sees a fighter who can match or exceed Stevenson physically.
You said, my opinion on him and Tio?
Yeah, do you think he beats him? Because essentially, if he beats him, I assume he would probably stay at 140 then.
Nah, styles make fights. I don't know. I don't really see. I think that's a bad style matchup for Shakur.
Really? You're like the 10th person that's told me this. I kid you not. Like, it's just because I know the obvious people will be like, Shakur's undefeated. He's a defensive fighter. Tio's kind of struggled with the boxer, but I've just talked to someone again today. Like, everyone favors kind of like Tio for some reason, just from what I've talked to. So why is that? Because you sparred Shakur, and I guess you would know better. So, I mean,
Shakur, he likes to be the most athletic guy in the ring. When he's not, he has problems. Shakur kinda, he's a right-hander fighting out of southpaw stance. So when you meeting guys like that's athleticism that fight with their strong hand in the back, you're gonna have to rely on more than just your jab and the rangefinder. You know what I mean? Like, you tell me, do he got a solid left hand?
I mean, I haven't been punched.
You seen him throw it. You seen him throw it, but you've never seen him hurt or knock nobody out with it. So I just think when you meet certain guys, that's why I say the style.
All these perspectives collide as Fight Night approaches. The undercard adds further weight to the event, with multiple title bouts and notable names filling out a stacked lineup. Yet the spotlight remains fixed on the main event, where unanswered questions finally demand resolution. Is Lopez truly at his best when doubted, capable of disrupting another elite? Or will Stevenson's calm, calculated approach neutralize that chaos and mark his arrival as a dominant force in a new division? As the boxing calendar turns to 2026, this fight feels like a measuring stick, one that will help determine who leads the next era and who must regroup once the final bell sounds.